Hi guys! Good evening! Welcome back to my channel. Once again, this is Madam Mieli, ang tambay na ina. And if hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe sa aking channel, please subscribe. That will help us grow as a content creator, guys. So, to support us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So, ang topic natin today is ang ETH 2.0 staking with Binance. So, yung details about ETH 2.0 staking, i-discuss ko siya sa aking website kasi medyo komplikadong topic yon and hindi ko alam kung paano ko i-express yun in a video format. Pero today nga, sabi ko nga, yung focus natin is yung staking with Binance. So, ano ba yung mangyayari sa ETH 2.0 staking? So, first of all, magkakaroon ng upgrade yung network ng Ethereum. And maraming requirements para makapag-stake ka ng ETH 2.0 directly sa ethereum.org or sa ethereum.org. I think yan yung website nila. And requirement dun is 32 Ethereum and a PC para magkaroon ka ng node. And yung PC na yon kailangan nagra-run siya 24/7 with internet connection. So, pag nagkaroon ka ng node, ibig sabihin nun is magkakaroon ka ng passive income kasi yung PC mo yung magpa-process ng transactions and depende yan sa kung gaano karaming Ethereum ang na-stake mo. So, the more you have Ethereum on your staking account, then the more chances of getting picked for you to be able to process yung transactions. Pero, according sa mga nabasa ko, yung maximum and maximum na Ethereum na pwede mo i-stake kung gusto mo maging solo node. So, kung gusto mo mag-isa ka lang na maggagawa ng node or magsaset up ng sarili mong node, then, ayun, kailangan mo nga ng 32. So, kung gusto mo na marami, kailangan mo ng another 32 and another PC. So, ganon. Ngayon, so with Binance, they made it available for those who doesn't have the 32 Ethereum. So, pag pumunta sa Binance and nag-stake ka ng Ethereum mo, pwede kang mag-stake at least 0.001 Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken, or 0.01 Ethereum. Tapos, pag in-stake mo siya, ma-hold yung ETH mo, yung Ethereum mo, magla-lock siya sa network sa bagong network na ginagawa ng Ethereum 2.0, and during that time meron siyang phasing. Currently nasa phase 0 siya, and yung Ethereum mo is marirelease lang siya once na umabot na siya sa 1.5, phase 1.5. So pagka natapos na yung phase na yon, tsaka lang marirelease yung iyong Ethereum. Ngayon, yung process na yun, it will take time. So, according to my readings, it can take up to 24 months. It can be longer than that or shorter than that, depending sa bilis ng progress ng process ng pag-change nila ng network. So, sa Binance, di ba, pwede ka mag-stake ng minimum amount. Kasi, syempre, Binance can actually create their own nodes. Kasi siguro naman may kakayahan sila na mag-stake ng 32 Ethereum. And since this is a community-based platform, so maraming users na nag-stake ng kanilang Ethereum and willing to lock their Ethereum sa Binance. So, they should be able to provide a node for us. So, hindi naman yun masyado importanteng intindihin kasi that's a very technical ang tawag dito, aspect of cryptocurrencies, yung mga mining, minting, proof of work, proof of stake. Kasi yun yung mangyayari doon. Pag nag-ETH 2.0, from proof of work, mining, gagawin nilang proof of stake, which is minting. So, mag-mint ka ng Ethereum instead of mining it. So, makakatulong siya sa buong mundo kasi nga, it will cost us less power. So, hindi na siya magre-require ng large power and large GPUs or high performance GPUs para makapag-process ng transactions. All they need is a node na maaasahan nila na laging up para mag-process ng Ethereum. So, mas magiging mabilis yung network compared sa dati. So, ngayon, kung paano ka kikita sa ETH 2.0 staking, yun yung pinaka-focus natin. So, ang mangyayari with Binance is, di ba, ilalock nga nila yung Ethereum mo. Pero in return, they will provide you a virtual currency which is called BETH. So ang BETH is tradable with ETH only on Binance. So virtual currency lang siya, para lang meron ka pa ring nahahawakang pera or cryptocurrency while staking is in progress. So yun nga, right now, ang pairing pa lang ng BETH is ETH. I'm not sure if Binance will plan to have another pairing for BETH, pero as of now, BETH versus ETH pa lang. So anong dapat natin gawin para kumita tayo while this staking for ETH 2.0 is ongoing? So first thing you need to do is, of course, you need to stake your ETH. So kung magkano yung ETH na meron ka, yun din yung amount na makukuha mo as BETH. So 1 ETH, for example, nagpasok ko ng 1 ETH. And then, you will receive 1 BETH. Now, hindi mo pwedeng i-withdraw yung BETH na yon. Pwede mo lang siya i-trade sa ETH. Pero, ang point ng staking is palaguin mo yung BETH mo kasi once na 24 months is up or tapos na yung phase 1, then you will get the same amount of Ethereum as BETH. So, ang ginagawa ng iba, instead of just stocking it there, pwede silang bumili ng BETH from their Ethereum. So, mag-stake ka lang ng 1 ETH and then you will receive 1 BETH. Tapos, yung iba, ang ginagawa nila, since minsan mababa yung price ng BETH versus ETH, bumibili na lang sila ng BETH. Kasi kung magkano yung ending BETH mo, yun yung ipapalit mo as ETH in the future. Ano pa ba? As long as na nasa spot account mo yung BETH mo, magkakaroon ka ng cumulative APY as BETH as well. So, big sabihin, makakatanggap ka ng percentage ng total balance mo. Yun yung kinita mo from staking to ETH 2.0. So, ang kailangan mo lang gawin doon is, wag mo siyang galawin. Huwag mo siyang galawin. I-stock mo lang yung BETH mo kasi everyday madadagdagan siya ng madadagdagan. Basta kung ano yung magiging ending balance mo sa BETH, pwede mo siyang ibalik sa Binance in the future and then you will get the same amount as ETH once the staking is done. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa, kailangan mo na siya, pwede mo siyang i-exchange to ETH through yung yung trading ng BETH versus ETH. So yung pairing na yun, pwede mo siyang ibalik as ETH tapos ilagay kung saan. Pero if you do that at nawala na yung BETH balance mo, hindi ka na makaka-receive ng daily rewards for ETH 2.0 staking. So ibig sabihin mawawala na yung chances mo of earning passive BETH. And after 24 months, hindi mo na siya maipapapalit as ETH. So, yun yung mangyayari pag nag-zero na yung BETH mo. Kinakailangan mo na siya ulit it's either mag-stake ka ulit or mag-trade ka. So, usually, mas mababa yung price ng BETH sa ETH. Kaya, kung marami ka ETH, at least mag-stake ka ng 1 ETH para makasama ka doon sa program. And then, pwede ka nang bumili sa trading ng BETH versus ETH ng BETH. So, kung halimbawa, ang price niya per 1 BETH is 0.998. So, di ba, mas mababa siya, hindi siya 1:1. So, mas dadami yung BETH mo pag bumili ka ng BETH from your ETH. So, I hope na gets niyo yun. So, I hope na gets niyo yung explanation, pero bibigyan ko kayo ng detailed explanation sa aking website para written format siya, mas maintindihan nyo siguro siya ng ganon. Pero, ang risk lang talaga doon is, kung mag-stake ka ng ng ETH mo via Binance, hindi mo masasabi kung ano yung magiging price ng Ethereum after 2 years. So, yung ibang Ethereum holders, yun talaga yung pinaka-concern nila. Pero, since sa Binance kasi, since meron silang virtual currency na BETH, pwede kang kumawala dun sa staking. Ibebenta mo lang yung BETH mo to ETH. Pero kung talagang tiwala ka na after 2 years talaga or more is lalaki ang value ng Ethereum once the ETH 2.0 is done with the phase 1.5, then 'di ba mas maigi na i-stake mo lang siya, i-stay put mo lang yung BETH mo para daily maka-earn ka ng interest and lumaki siya ng lumaki hanggang dumating tayo dun sa point na tapos na yung phase 1. So yun lang naman yung kailangan mong malaman doon. Okay? Kung meron kayong katanungan, please comment. Kung medyo naintindihan nyo naman yung explanation ko, please like and share and subscribe. Yun lang po, guys. Abangan nyo na lang po yung yung blog post ko about it. Lalagay ko yan dyan sa description or sa comment para mabasa ninyo ng buo kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng ETH 2.0 staking directly versus sa pag-stake nito sa Binance. So, yun lang. Thanks for watching. Paalam!